Okay, now we're going to be studying eukaryotic cells. Again, eukaryotic cells, one of the main differences between eukaryotic cells and prokaryotic cells is that eukaryotic cells have membrane-bound cell organelles. Okay? We're going to be talking about the different parts of the eukaryotic cell, such as the plasma membrane. The plasma membrane, as you remember from last time, is composed of a phospholipid bilayer. It separates the outside from the inside, which protects stuff in the inside, such as these organelles. The phospholipid bilayer is what makes the plasma membrane. The plasma membrane is also in prokaryotic cells as well. Okay. And the hydrophilic heads are on the outside. They face the exterior and also the interior. This inner portion of the phospholipid bilayer is hydrophobic, which means that it fears water or hates water. Again, phobic means not like, and philic means love. Okay? What is the difference between a prokaryotic cell and a eukaryotic cell? One of the differences is that eukaryotic cells have membrane-bound organelles. Let's go over the organelles. One of them is the peroxisome. Peroxisome has H2O2, which is known as hydrogen peroxide. It's almost like water, except it has an extra oxygen. Peroxisome, which I said has hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide can be used as an antiseptic on cuts. The mitochondria. The mitochondria is responsible for cellular respiration. What is cellular respiration? Cellular respiration is basically turning your glucose into ATP, generating energy for the cell and for the body. The mitochondria is unique because it has an outer membrane and an inner membrane. Inside of the inner membrane is a matrix, not like the Matrix, the movie, but a different kind of biological matrix. Okay? Again, it's important for generation of ATP, which is also energy. Ribosomes. Keep in mind, prokaryotes have ribosomes as well, except eukaryotic cells, such as human cells and animal cells, they're more complex. So basically, both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells have ribosomes. Obviously, ours are more complex. What do? They function in generating proteins. Lysosome, we talked about this before. Lysosomes are important for digestion, okay? The Golgi apparatus. What acronym or what example are you going to think about whenever you hear the word Golgi apparatus? You're going to think about the post office. What do you do at the post office? You pack, you sort, and you send your material or things that you make into its proper location. Okay, also the nucleus. The nucleus is the largest organelle in any cell for the eukaryotic cells. And in the nucleus, what is housed there? It is DNA, which is the genetic material. You'll also find mRNA, but for now, you don't have to worry about that. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum, that's what this SER stands for. It's smooth because it lacks ribosomes. What do ribosomes do? Again, they make proteins. So smooth ER does not make proteins. It actually makes lipids. And it also functions in detoxifying toxins or metabolizing drugs. The rough ER, kind of like the smooth ER, except it has these ribosomes. Again, ribosomes make proteins. So the rough ER is important in making proteins. It also adds carbohydrates to glycoproteins. So now we're going to be talking about another type of organelle that we find in eukaryotes. It's called the chloroplast. Where do we find chloroplasts?
In plants.
In plants, exactly. Algae, cyanobacteria, and plants, what do they have in common? They have chloroplasts. That's where photosynthesis takes place. In the chloroplast, and this is a chloroplast, you have these pancakes stacked on top of one another. Okay? They're all over the chloroplast. Each individual pancake is called a thylakoid. But a stack of pancakes, we call this granum. Okay. In this fluid region where the granum and thylakoids are not, we have what we call stroma. So this blank area is called stroma in the chloroplast. Again, it happens in algae, cyanobacteria, and plants for photosynthesis.